Good afternoon, Vietnam, baby. What is up, everybody? We're freaking up 4% today. It's a beautiful freaking day. It doesn't get much better than this. Up 4%, 655 right now. We're consolidating, which, and we're going to get to the news in a second here, but consolidation in a bullish trend is bullish, my friends. After you go up and then you go sideways for a little bit, or even slightly down, it's bullish. And the reason why is because consolidation, it's giving the price action a chance to catch up with itself, right? It's giving it a chance to for the next run up. Essentially, the consolidation is there, and this could be, and yes, this is potentially. There's a couple different chart patterns that we have here. Let me get rid of these old trend lines. Okay, I haven't even deleted these yet. This is what we thought it was. It was very cleanly validated, and then it was just like, yeah, nope. Right when I drawn them up, it's like, nope, Brandon, you're wrong. But we have, I mean, whether this is going to be, I mean, I guess you could call this a cup and handle. I don't think that's likely. I honestly just think this is just straight textbook consolidation after freaking run, man. It's simple as it gets. Now we were down. You have to take it. You have to understand that we were down like 7% in the pre-market, and then right at the open, we just boom. I mean, we're just gone, absolutely taking off. So consolidation here is exactly what you want, and you want to see a close around this level. You want to see a close around this level. It would be great if we close above 663. Okay, that would be literally like, all right, we're breaking out. This is our next phase. We're starting the breakout phase. But right now, until we break that previous high, or until we break a descending resistance here, that we may have something like, something like this maybe. Okay, it's not exactly clear. There hasn't been great trend lines as far as like where it is exactly. Okay, maybe something like that, and us sending support, something like that, or something like this maybe. Okay, it just depends on where you draw it. There's a couple different scenarios with the SND support, but yeah, what we do know for sure is that we need what we know for sure is that we have good news, and we're gonna get to that right here. Let's just get to that right now. Let's screw the charts. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. Okay, this is the good news today. We just got this 46 minutes ago. Okay, Maxim Group sticking to their buy rating for BNGO, right? Is it groundbreaking? Hell no. Okay, I'll take any piece of news that we got that was any sort of study or any sort of SAF or adoption. I'll take any of that over this, because you all know what I think about analysts. But for the stock, and for other people, this is great news, because these people love what the analysts say. If an analyst came out today and said $20 price target, stock would go up an insane amount, or at least a little bit probably, because these people care more about what the analysts think than what they think. And the reason for that is because, well, always because, you know, most people just, you know, not everyone is super smart. Also because I'm not saying I'm smart, okay? I'm not smart, okay? I'm wrong plenty of times. But what I will say is that these people, it's because the company's so esoteric, and the stuff about it in the news is so esoteric. They want to see other people that are more credentialed than them validate that the company is what they think it is. And that's and you know, take it for what it is. You know, I'm not saying whether that's good or bad or not. Today, this is certainly good. So Maxim Group is sticking to their buy rating, 58% freaking upside, baby. And for anyone just getting in right now, oh yeah, also the short interest data here. All right, so baby, here we go. Shorts are. I mean, I'm not doing. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Brandon, don't start the short squeeze shit again. I am sorry, guys. Hold on. Oh, I just shut down my computer. Hold on, I gotta run this program real quick. Double click this action. Okay, there we go. All right, now we can zoom in. So short interest is like it's the same. Okay, the shorts, you know what they're doing. Okay, I'm not even gonna. Okay, short squeeze potential. You make your own opinion on that. But what I'll just say this: we're up 5% today. What are the shorts doing? They're not taking profits. They're not taking profits. They think it's going to go down lower. Now, let's say quarter two earnings comes out in a couple weeks here, or let's say worst case scenario comes out like August 20th or August 25th. Okay, they're fucked. I mean, if I'm at all right at all, okay, they're done. Now, what I think about this is that if this can stay around 60 million or even 50 million, hell, even 45 million, that's way more than the last one, right? And even if it's only going to be at 38 million, which is the last reported official NASDAQ data, that's still super high, and a lot of them are going to get screwed if earnings is as good as we think it is. It's going to be interesting to see if these guys are going to cover in anticipation for earnings, or if they're going to really bet on earnings being bad. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it is. We'll see what it is. What if this chart is just the smallest cup and handle of all time? Yeah, yeah, you could be seeing. I mean, I guess you could be seeing one right here, and then kind of a handle action right this, and then boom. Or you could be seeing something like this. Or no, not like that. Sorry, this right here. Yeah, and then the handle is something like this, and then you get some price action like this. Breakout, close the day above all three of these levels. 4 actually plus the handle, and then tomorrow's a great day. That's what we could be seeing. Or high growth gets shitted on tomorrow and we go down again. And talking about what actually high growth is doing here. Look at this. It's pretty much, I mean, everything is just slowly recovered. If you just look at the spark lines, I mean, even if you were alive this morning, everything was red. I mean, absolutely everything. AMC was down like 12%. Now it's green. I mean, Bionano was down 7%. Nano was down 7%. I mean, it was just death, and now everything's just slowly recovered. So that's something to keep in mind. And same thing with the markets. Essentially, the markets are still getting shitted on, but they're doing much better right now than they were. That's for sure. 653 right now, up about almost 4% right now, and consolidation after that, after the move up, right? When you're in a bearish trend and you're going sideways, that's bearish. When you're going up, when the prior move was up, it's bullish. So short term, there's no doubt, short term for the next few days and weeks, at least the next few days for sure, going sideways after a huge move like the one that we just had right here, right? It's bullish. It's as bullish as you get, essentially. All right, there's nothing else you can want from this price action. You want it to go sideways and cool down a little bit. Let the RSI cool down. Let the stochastic indicator cool down a little bit while everyone gets ready for the next breakout. Right above this descending resistance, above the intraday high, and start making higher highs, higher lows. $7, $8, $10. Here we come for earnings. If earnings is good, right? Simple as it gets. Today's comeback from pre-market was crazy. I know, rip the souls who sold in pre-market. This is why you really have to have a lot of conviction and have done a lot of research if you want a chance at making money with this company. I think we will get one of those weird after-hours runs too. I remember those. I remember those. Those were good times. Yeah, back in pretty much all throughout this time period right here, I would say. There were weird after-hours runs, and then the next day we would open up and it would just absolutely get annihilated. But yeah, we could definitely see that. We definitely could. If we start going up above 663, yeah, absolutely. We could definitely see that. After hours run, absolutely possible. Now, talking about some news today, we do have another new thing. This. I love this freaking guy, man. Alexander Alexander H here. He tweeted, this was 6 hours ago, and he said in another manuscript in which we can show the power of long-read technologies to identify structural variations. That's not really the type of lingo that we like, but here a combination of OGM and PatBio's hi-fi genomes helped find a transposon insertion that standard assays missed. And this just goes to tell you, and you know, this is kind of exact. What the heck? Okay, that was a glitch for a second. Anyways, let me go back here. Sorry, that totally threw me off. Sorry, let's go down here. Okay, so this chart right here, talking about the variant types detection, right? We already know, and this is, I know I've showed this before, but it's very important to know. This is essentially one of the main reasons why Sapphire is better. It detects these variants way better than everything else, right? Those are the classes of structural variants, right? The SVs, we call them, the large SVs. We're better at all of them. And hi-fi doesn't have hi-fi is worse than these even, okay? Hi-fi is shit. These other methods are shit. Bionano is the only option, and it saves you money as well. And this is why we're going to get a ton of sales. All right. Aftermarket will be wild today. Got my average down to 660. Let's go. Yeah, man, that's an awesome. I believe that's an amazing long-term average. I completely believe that. Absolutely. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Pre-market volume was minuscule. How'd they drop the share price so much? One word. Manipulation, baby? No, I don't know. Everything was down. Everything was down huge pre-market. Don't know which way, up or down, but something is brewing. I mean, all the technicals point to a bullish run incoming. I've been wrong. I mean, I don't even think I need to give you the disclaimers at this point, because everybody already knows. If you're going to listen to me, like, I've been wrong like so much the last few weeks. But here's the thing: consolidation, after you go up, when you go sideways, it's as bullish as you can get. This is exactly what you want. We're getting ready. We're brewing for another run, right? As you say, brewing. So, and we've got the news for it. We've got the fundamentals for it. What we need is the interest or high growth giving us a chance to freaking run, man. We're ready to run. Can we do it though? Will we have the opportunity presented by high growth? I don't know. I don't know if we will. But right now, it looks like we're cooling off fairly substantially. And also, notice how much we're outperforming Nano Dimension and Microvision today. Look at this. I mean, the spark lines are the exact same, but these things are basically even. We're up 3% on a day. It's like, that's beautiful right there. What else can you ask for? Now, of course, the valuation, now that is just absolute bullshit, right? Nano Dimension valued at, what, 60 cents higher than us? Okay, there's no explanation. There's no logical explanation for that. But still, you like to see it, right? It's a step in the right direction. It's a step towards sanity. That's what it is. Bought the opening today. Now I have 1,200 shares, average 651. Nice, man. 1,200. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Hell yeah, Bruce Lee. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. 2,000 shares was bought at 652, by the way. So yeah, that's pretty much the news that we. Oh yeah, and God, how did I forget this? How did I forget this? And we have more news, right? And we have this right here. This is 10 hours ago. This is a new job listing, manufacturing associate. Now, if we look down here, the primary, I only have basically one extrapolation of this. Now, well, actually two technically, right? Okay, so first one is basically the production of consumables. Because of this responsibility, the production of consumables following manufacturing batch records and standard operating procedures. So basically, they're trying to hire someone that is going to be helping in the production of consumables, of those chips, right? The beautiful, the 3.2 level chips or whatever it is. I think it's 2.3. I don't know. Anyways, they're doing the production of consumables. They're hiring for this. What could this mean? Well, with all of the recent studies and news that we have to support this claim that I'm about to say, maybe they're hiring this guy because there's more consumable use. And if you don't know what this stuff means, just think of it this way: the more chips and consumables that we manufacture, the more chips that we manufacture, likely the more chips that we're selling, and the more consumable revenue that's coming in. And we have an estimation, at least this is my rough estimation. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, right? But $700,000 for quarter two is what the consumable revenue is likely going to be. Just imagine if it's going to be way higher than that. I mean, let's say a Sapphire sales are not that good, right? This can easily pick up and get us to 4.5 million or 4 million, or even higher than that if we have a good Sapphire sale quarter, which I think we did. And it is now quarter three right now, by the way. Quarter two just ended a few days ago. So I think that's evidence for more consumable revenue. And if you consider the other two last things that we just got right, if we go to the Sapphire adoptions right here, okay, these are not all Sapphire adoptions, but if we go right here, well, okay, I forgot which one it was. Which one was it? I think it was this one. Anyways, they detected the last two PRs we got the last few days. They're using ton of samples. Okay, I think it says it here. Does it say here? I think it does. I thought it said 52 samples or something. I showed it yesterday in the video, and I showed it earlier today in the stream. Yeah, okay, samples right here. Yeah, okay, here we go, right here. Sorry, it takes me a little while to find it sometimes. The study of 52 hematological malignancy samples, right? So 52 samples. And we saw, and another one had like 85, and the other one had a good amount as well. And obviously, we've seen the article as well. Where's the article that says it? Hold on, I got to find the article as well. Hold on. Stay with me. It's right here. I found this one quickly, luckily. If you pair this listing with this evidence right here and the other articles that are saying we're getting 52 samples, 85, a ton of samples being analyzed, many genomes being analyzed, and you factor in this right here, this article, and this was literally last week. This was after this article, and this journalist is speaking after a recent investor meeting with the company's management. That's the analyst that we're talking about here. The company noted the latest 15 installments, Sapphire installments, are clinically driven and command higher sample volume. Okay, you put all this together. If you haven't figured this out yet, higher consumable revenue quarter two. Simple as it gets. There's no other way to say it. Quarter two is looking amazing. I mean, I think it's looking amazing. It's looking very likely to do what we think it will. I mean, every single day it's just more good news that's telling us and giving us more evidence to our claims that we already had good evidence for. I mean, that's as simple as it is. Like what I said, $5 and you apes hated me. I wasn't wrong. What do you mean? We didn't go to $5. We went to $5.84. We didn't go to 5 flat. Why is ARK not buying BNGO? Well, because they've got an analyst that, well, in my opinion, I mean, if he wants to come and interview me, I'll be very respectful, or me interview him, or both. I'll be very respectful to him, but I think it's his ego. I think it's not only his, I think it's ARK's ego that they decided not to do. And there is evidence to say that ARK actually is going to invest that y'all don't even know about. Maybe I don't have inside information, but maybe. But I'll just say, I think the ego of Simon is stopping them from going into BNGO because they don't want to admit they're wrong on something. They don't want to do it. Do you think ARK themselves, the geniuses, the Einsteins that do 1,000 calculations to figure out what the time is and what the weather is? It's like, you think they're going to admit that they were wrong with their opportunity mapping assessment and actually buy BNGO when it's on a dip? No, I don't see it happening. The only way they invest in BNGO is if earnings comes out and that sways them and they're like, okay, we missed something, the sales are better than we thought, okay, now we're going to go. It would take some substantial revelation for them to actually come out and then go into BNGO, I think. No, ARK is not PatBio. No, ARK is PatBio is in ARK's funds. Is there any way that I could share an image on this chat? No, but on the Discord you definitely can. You definitely can on the Discord. Yes. 0.6%. Basically, this is good. The short interest data is good because this means that this run up today, the shorts still haven't. I mean, well, it's good depending on how you look at it, right? On one side, on the bearish side, it's like, well, the shorts still think we're going to go lower because they're not covering at all. It's like, wow, they're really betting on us going lower. The other side, the other point of view, my point of view is that if they keep this up, if they keep this up, they're going to get screwed and they're going to start a huge squeeze to over $10 once we get a catalyst. If we get a catalyst that is super significant, like a quarter to earnings beat of 4 million or 4.5 million or even 5 million, right? So we got people projecting over 5 or 6 million in this chat and in our community, not this chat. Well, maybe this chat. So. Martin, I sent you that, my friend. I saw your comment and I sent you that. Go check your, go back to that video. I sent you those. All right. You do know it is possible that you are wrong and they are right, lol. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I could be wrong. Yeah. All right. Has informed Bionano about ARK's overt social media disparaging of BNGO. Yes. Yeah, I told that. Yeah, Brendan was telling me about that. Yep. Exactly. I can send it to you now if you can't find it, but Martin, but I sent it to you, my friend. We've got about 30 minutes till the open, and I'll tell it to the new people coming in right now, as I told the early people, right? Right now, what you're seeing with the price action, you're seeing consolidating. It's consolidating after a huge run-up, and this is bullish because if you're going sideways and consolidating, cooling off after a bullish trend, it's bullish. All right, it's as simple as it gets. If it's bearish, if the prior move was lower and bearish, then it's bearish. Then okay, that's as simple as it is. All right. Here, all right, I'll send it right now. All right, here we go. I think I got it pulled up right now. Anyway, hold on. Let me go up here. Okay, this is the news from yesterday. Right here. No, dang it, that's not it. Right here, I think. Load already? Yes, this is it. All right. Here you go. This is it. I'll send in the chat right there. There you go. There's one of them. There you go. All right. 60.53 right now. And the shorts, no, they have not covered. Have the shorts covered yet? Finally, because we're up so much. Nope. They are still. And I think if there is going to be a catalyst, obviously, yeah, they're in trouble. But if there's not a catalyst, we're in trouble. So it's a big. There's definitely going to be a lot of volatility, most likely in the next few months, or at least until, and probably shortly after earnings, which is a month. There's probably going to be increased volatility, most likely. We'll see though. And that's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. 653 right now. It's largely just going to depend on what high growth does. That's pretty much at the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's 90% of the battle. At least historically, it has been for a while, at least. All right. The price keeps popping up whenever it's sold at a specific price, but all of a sudden the record goes like, well, that's. Agree for the apes that are long here and been crying they need to squeeze like another pump and dump to 920. No. It's not a pump and dump, no. Been wrong, but let's keep saying squeeze because it will. I'm not saying it will squeeze. Oh, man, I'm not even going to get pissed off because it's not even worth it. But, guys, I want to tell you something. There's a fact, and the fact is that there's a possibility for a squeeze if we were to get some huge catalyst because we've got higher short interest in AMC itself and 90% of other stocks out of the 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 stocks that are traded, right? There's no debating that, right? So I don't know why so many people are against this squeeze mentality. Like, as long as you're giving, I don't understand it. I don't. I also understand. You know what? I do understand it if you're like, if you take me out of context and you're like, all right, this guy thinks we're gonna squeeze for sure. If you take me out of context, like, yeah, you're gonna be disappointed because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's a possibility for it, my friends. All right, Brendan is driving, but we're listening. What? Let's go squeeze those cheeks. You keep saying opening, it's closing. Oh, did I say opening? Oh, you were watching the wrong video? Yeah, the close is about to happen in 30 minutes. Did I say that? Sometimes I mix those up. You guys, sometimes my brain doesn't work very well. 92% chance for 669 tomorrow, so long as it doesn't go past 663 today. You mean close? Okay, so close above 6. Okay. Interesting. That's really weird. Gamma squeeze, 820. Yeah, in the money. Yes. Yes, exactly, and this is why. Let's see the open interest right now. I mean, well, the real reason why is because earnings, right? And look at this. This shows you exactly right. Well, hold on. Let's go over here. Well, okay, actually, there's a decent amount of open interest in the puts here. Wow, I'm surprised. There's still way more calls, and this is if earnings is going to be as good as we think it is for quarter two. This is the call you want, and this is what could instigate that gamma squeeze action. Maybe or not, right? Don't, if you want to get mad at me for saying there's a squeeze possibility, go ahead. This isn't the right community, right? Go to someone else. That's, I don't know, just go to someone else if it's not for you, right? But right now we're getting a ton of buy orders coming in, beautiful green orders, 654 right now, and we're still consolidating, right? We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if we close the day right about 650 to 660, somewhere in that range. I would not be surprised. I don't know. I mean, we definitely could have the volume to close above. We definitely could in power out here. We got 30 minutes of the close here, but it's going to take a fair amount of volume to get us over here. And also, did anyone see the huge volume spike there for a second? It was I think it was 300,000 shares traded in 5 minutes real quick on a beautiful green candle right there. Yeah, about 350,000 right there. Yep, beautiful. And we are barcoding, by the way. Yes, we are barcoding now. And we weren't barcoding for a while, and then we started the barcode in here. And then we just, yeah, and then it just took over. The manipulation took over. And now we're barcoding completely. Yep, we're barcoding almost 4% in the green, though. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Good afternoon, Larry, my friend. I'll spread the squeeze, Brandon. You just do your thing and get those good due diligences for us holders. Yeah, that's my goal. I hope if anything else, I can just take the news that we have and then connect the dots. You know, for example, what we were just talking about with the consumable revenue, right? I have a thesis right now that I just formulated this essentially based on a couple pieces of evidence. This right here and the recent news plus the clinics, this right here, leading me to believe that there's gonna be more consumable revenue, more than 700,000, or at least a lot. Maybe, I would say more than 700,000 for quarter two, and I can go over that, and we'll go over that pretty soon here. I want to keep it on the charts right now though, because we'll talk about that in the video today, I'm sure, or tonight, I should say. Haha, they're just trying to push your buttons. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised we got a green day today. Well, this is why you don't panic sell at the low. This is why you don't panic based on the price action. You have to separate the stock from the company and the price from the company. Because this morning, I mean, you guys know this, all right? This morning, I really wish I was streaming it, but I've already showed you the order. I'll show you one more time because people don't believe me. People probably think I'm one of those, another, like every other YouTuber that doesn't prove anything, that lies, that just want to make money off everybody. Okay, there's your proof. There's the whole portfolio. I added 30 shares at 592 today. And the reason for that is because we're just dipping for no reason. And I don't think, and also given the fundamentally, and also it's just my belief to accumulate as many shares as you can with a company like this as we're going down. That's just as simple as it gets. Now, a lot of people panic sold this morning. A lot of them panic sold right below $6, and that's the most sad thing about that is the reason why they sold. There is no reason. It's just because the stock went down, right? It's just red, and they get scared. They're like, "Oh, I'm going to lose more money." You don't have if you're one of those people, you don't have a chance. You do not. If you cannot stomach being down 10%, 20, even 30, 40, 50% at times, you're probably not going to be for this stock because there's a high chance that you're going to be in the red at some point. There's a high chance of that, given how volatile and given how the manipulators, it's literally just a war with the manipulation right now, short term with BNGO, in my opinion, and definitely with the shorts. But at the end of the day, you're not investing this for short term. You're investing in this because you believe Sapphire is going to get a ton of sales, which it is already. We've already seen proof of that happening this quarter. Well, technically last quarter, technically both, I guess, depending on if the recent studies, the last four studies that we got yesterday, on when that contract was signed, when those are going to count. Hey, Brandon, can you pull up that pic again of Amazon, how the company's not the stock? That was way before in the Discord. I actually can't now, I don't think. Well, I could, but are you at 3K on your shares? No, I'm at 2,100 on my shares, right? So you can see my shares right here. So there's my shares. I've got I'm getting there, boys. The goal is 10,000 shares by the end of the year. That's the goal. That's not very realistic, but you know, if the channel does well, it'll definitely happen. And that's one reason why you want this channel to do well, because all the money we make from this, okay, we're making a few dollars. We're making less than minimum wage an hour, right? I'm not complaining. I love the channel. I'm very thankful. But yeah, all the money that we do, the small amount of money that we do make from the channel, it's thrown right into BNGO, okay? Literally, I mean, 99% of it is. Especially long term, that's like if I'm going to get 10,000 shares, all of the money that we're buying those shares coming from YouTube. Exactly. So, Brandon, do we get a guarantee BNGO doesn't go back down tomorrow? I can never guarantee you anything, but I'll say this. I like the price action right now a lot. I also like that. I also think high growth has room to run. Now, the broader markets have been shitting themselves, absolutely an insane amount. And the fact is, if high growth as a sector, in a space as a whole goes down tomorrow, we could go down as well. But I think today you're seeing us outperform stuff, and maybe this is going to set a trend. It certainly should. We've got a CEO presenting next week as that should act as, and that could act as a huge. I mean, that could be this. That could be exactly what we need to start the squeeze, right? And I'm not. Okay, whatever. If you think I'm an idiot for saying there's a short squeeze possibility, just get out of here. This is not for you, okay? I'm just going to say it. There's a short squeeze possibility with the short interest at 23%. There always is a possibility for it, okay? Is it likely to happen in the next few days? Probably not. Is it likely to happen if the earnings is as good as I think it is, or if the CEO says something new like I think he is going to? Yes, it's got a realistic chance of happening. Absolutely. Okay, now if we go down here, I'm tired of the shit. Everyone's like shilling people who say the word short squeeze. I don't understand it, but make your own opinions. If you hate me for that, whatever. Make your own opinions. But CEO is talking on July 13th on he's doing a company overview, right? And I think given a couple factors, especially when they actually release this news, right? I think he's gonna say something new. Last time he said nothing, but even if he says nothing, this is still gonna be good marketing. This is still the CEO himself, and we can see how smart he is and talking about why Sapphire is better than other shit methods. So I'll still take this shit. Now I'm hoping what he does is talk about why they've been hiring so many people. I hope he takes questions, and I guess I'll try to call in if I can, but we're not gonna have the camera, right? I'll have to use the backup camera, but I'll do that because my phone is the camera, so. But I can call in there and ask him. I want to ask him, why are there so many listings about new product launches and product development and manufacturing and developing new stuff? Why is all this resurfacing right now with recent patents coming in for the nano nozzle, right? We've got the 2016 one, we got the 2020. What is going on here? Is there something to the nano nozzle? He's always been silent on it, but I don't think he's ever been asked, like on a public place, what's going on. Maybe he'll say something. I don't know. So, there's never a guarantee, no. Funny how people continue to ask for a guarantee. Well, I think Howard's just messing around because Howard's actually been in the game for quite a while. So I think he's just messing. But I don't know how incredible this is, but it's because they just bought building next to them for expansion. Yes, that's something. Oh, gosh. I'm glad you remember. I'm glad you freaking put that back into my head because I haven't freaking thought about that in forever. I don't know about buying the building next to them. I don't know about that. There's a lot of confusion. It's very confusing because Brennan tells me this stuff, and it's like I don't even remember it half the time. But we have the new COIA lab essentially confirmed. Essentially, right? We have a clinical laboratory improved amendment laboratory, which is maybe where they're manufacturing the Sapphire 2.0 prototype that's coming out Q4, or maybe where they're actually conducting the 1,000 patient five large clinical studies that are all going to have over 1,000 patients in them. Well, the same patients, but they're all going to be in them, over 1,000 patients. So maybe that's where that's happening, or maybe that's where the nano is being produced. Either way, the company hasn't done a PR on this, and a very few amount of people know this, right? No other YouTuber knows this stuff, okay? No other YouTuber talks about it, and I don't have inside information. I just do the digging where they fucking have no idea what's going on. No disrespect to them. I love them all. Mr. Vessel, hopefully we're going to collab. I like Mr. Vessel. I like that guy a lot. Very, very humble, very, very nice, and very respectable when I've talked to him. So he's good. Yeah, I respect him a lot, but the COI lab could be huge. Yeah, absolutely. And it's essentially confirmed. Yeah. All right, 2,000 shares just bought 656. We'll see what we close the day. 420 right now. That's pretty much our percentage. Sell why? Nothing that matters has changed. In fact, the picture is only getting bigger. Sell if you like, but if you're in this for the long term, it's not logical to sell. I know, it's not logical at all. It's about catching the shorts with a lot of volume, and they have to cover, and there has to be a lot of people who know how to squeeze the stock, not to sell but hold. Well, in my opinion, yes, those are all true things, but in my opinion, a lot of people, everyone has their different thoughts on the short squeeze. Here's what has to happen for the squeeze. Okay, listen to me right now, okay? There's a couple of different things. We could have a gamma squeeze. We had the short-dated buying of rapid call options, which basically, if the price were to go up a ton, calls were to go up a significant amount in price, and then the continued buying of short-dated call options, like this, or even, well, that one's a little bit too far, but like this, after the earnings, let's say earnings is on August 15th, and then people buy a ton of calls because it's insane, and people think there's hidden stuff in there, like also hints like that, like we're maybe gonna get. I don't have inside information. Okay, don't think I have inside information. I know nothing. I promise. But if that were to happen, the gamma squeeze is definitely on the in the realm of possibilities. Also, that's not even the good thing. The good thing is that the shorts, I guarantee you, many of these guys of the 61.57 million shares sold short right now, lent out from the brokers to the bears, applying selling pressure to the stock right now as I'm speaking, right? All those guys, I guarantee you, many of them, I mean, a lot of them are literally short and bearish on BNGO because their revenue sucks. Once they see our numbers, and I guarantee they don't know this, that we're about to get 200% year-over-year growth if we meet expectations. They have no idea. They don't know any of this shit. They have no idea about the Sapphire sales, no idea about the 15 latest installments being clinically driven, more samples. They don't know what's going on. Okay, we have over a 75% chance of beating the 3.5 million estimate easily, in my opinion. That's me. That's just my opinion. But here's a fact for you: if the 10 to 15 to 20 Sapphire sales that we know about in last quarter are true, it's over. There's nothing they can do. They're screwed. They're going to have to cover. And once these guys realize that this company is actually doing good things for the revenue, they're going to cover. And it's like, well, why not just be the first to cover? Why not just lose less money? Why not maximize your profit? You're already in the profit if you're short, likely. If you're short at $9, if your average is there, you're already in the profit. Why not just be the first one? The margin calls are already close to happening. Now, I know AMC has gone down a lot, but a lot of these hedges, they were at least, and now maybe, it's gonna depend on when the catalyst hits, but yes, there absolutely is a short squeeze possibility. All right, so let's go back to some stuff here. Brandon, you're a legend for getting into an argument with Simon. Oh man, well, what do you call it? Yeah, I want to talk to him. He still hasn't responded to me. He did respond to me today, actually, in the weirdest spot. And I didn't get notified on Twitter. I don't know. Maybe I'm a boomer and I don't know how to work Twitter, but I never got notification for it. I actually had to go into a thread and I randomly stumbled upon his reply that was 2 hours ago. And I replied to that again today, and I did it on stream earlier. I told him, do you want to do an interview? Like, dude, like, why didn't you want to talk? Like, what do you have to lose? You just have more. You can just, you can give your case. Like, it's a good idea. Brando, I was gonna give you hell this morning. Good to see green. What? You gonna give me? Why are you gonna give me hell? Come on, man. Can we do anything to make Simon respond? Well, this is kind of a little bit corrupt, but what we could do, I've already thought about this a little bit. What we could do to make Simon respond and admit that he either does have the courage to come on here and talk. I'm not saying I know everything. Hell no, Simon knows plenty more than I do in some areas, right? But one thing we could do is just keep asking him. Just keep bringing it up. Hey Simon, are you gonna collab with Auspicious? Are you gonna do an interview? Are you gonna debate BNGO? You gonna do an interview? You gonna talk to him, or what are you gonna do? Are you gonna cower away from some random YouTuber, some random guy, and prove that he is more courageous than you are in your opinions, right? Are you gonna, maybe we could do that in a respectful way. Of course, we're not trying to freaking spam the guy or anything, right? But yeah, maybe. Are you in a YOLO BNGO option call? No. I mean, I wouldn't really call it a YOLO. I mean, no, not really, but I will do it, maybe. Brandon is the alpha male. Brandon is the alpha male. I love that. Simon thinks he's smart. He does. I know, because he throws around a ton of abbreviations that he doesn't even know what they mean. He doesn't even, okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful to Simon, but so he didn't have any idea about the BNGO and PatBio agreement when I told about that yesterday. I sent him the link. I hope he's still reviewing it right now. But when you have no idea about a company that you're investing 10 millions in, no idea about two companies that he has very strong opinions on, he has no idea about the licensing agreement and the sequencing field option that PatBio granted BNGO all the way back in 2016. And here, let me go ahead and prove this to you so all the new viewers know that I'm not just pulling this stuff out of my ass. No, not at all. Not at all. Here you go. Sometimes I struggle to find stuff because I label it and I misspell stuff, but everything is in the document, right? If you look for a while, you can find it. And this is it. 2016, we have the sequencing field option. If we go down right here, PatBio hereby grants Bionano the permission, essentially, in the non-exclusive option to make and have made and use and make products and services in the sequencing field. Now, why would Bionano want to get a right to make sequencing field stuff? It's because the damn nano nozzle, you dipshit. Okay, no, I'm kidding. I don't mean you guys are dipshits. I'm just talking to the people who don't believe in nano nozzle. Hey, nano nozzle it's not confirmed. They could be, maybe it's a lost cause, but there's a fact for you, and the fact is that, well, it's not fact, but there's a very high chance that they want to do it and that they have already tried to commercially release it and invent it and do it. So, yeah. All right. Oh, Tabby is back. Tab, what's up, Tab? Hello, Tab. Hello, mate. All right, Simon is not that. Simon is almost as clueless as the Mark guy, lol. BNGO due for a 30% day, in your opinion? Yeah, I agree. I'm with you, my friend. Make it happen, right, Brandon? Make the stock go up. Mark lost millions on Oxygen plus puts. He made bad move. What is Oxygen doing today? Yeah, he did. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. But Mark is still doing good. Mark still got a million shares in BNGO. Okay, that's all he needs, right? That's seriously all he needs. Glad to see Brandon fix the stock today. Yeah, guys, I made the stock go up today. Yep. I needed to wear the suit today. I keep forgetting to wear the suit. Simon has to be loyal to what Kathy and the staff has to say. Yeah, they have to be, and they're not. They don't have the courage. They don't have the humbleness and the bravery to admit that they were wrong on something. They don't. Not a chance. Not a chance. No, they think. Listen to me, okay? ARK. They're great. They're smart people, but when you get to that level of intelligence, and when other people think you are a genius, it makes it even harder for you to admit when you're wrong. And I think that's exactly what you've seen with them, and that's why you see Simon and I arguing, and why he hasn't responded to the interview, right? Also, could we just talk for a second how crazy it is that the ARK analyst himself is actually arguing with me? Can we just talk about how awesome that is? And also, can we talk about how suspicious it is that he definitely read the last thing that I said, which was oh, it doesn't. Why is Twitter so stupid? I'm a boomer. I don't know how to work Twitter. But if you go down here, I asked him. I've showed you guys this before. If I can't find it right now, I'm not making this up. I can't find it. But I told him, let me know if you want to do an interview. I can't find it. Where is it? I can't find it. Anyways, you know what I mean. 6:53 right now. I don't care for Simon choosing Pat Bio, but he holds a big audience, and him even discussing BNGO forces more viewing to us and more buying. Yeah, it does. Simon is not that smart. He is Kathy Wood's biatch. She is the boss. I'm hoping that Kathy Wood pulls her head from her arse and realizes that, hey, maybe my genomics analyst doesn't even have a genomics or biology degree. He's a finance degree, and he doesn't even understand what's going on. He didn't even know about this stuff that a YouTuber, some random BNGO YouTuber knew about and had to educate him on in the freaking thread, right? No disrespect to the man, but that's as simple as it gets. Come on. I have 7 different types of laughs. You know this, Tab. I would love to see Simon's portfolio. Well, I'll tell you what. I've heard rumors that Simon has a private portfolio and he buys BNGO every day. He YOLOs in. Oh. No, I'm messing around, but I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. Would you? Come on, man. Would you? I mean, there are conflicting interests here. The man already has poured what, hundreds of millions, billions already into Pac Bio. You think he's gonna admit that the Sapphire is better in every category than the Hi-Fi? Not a chance. There's not a chance, man. Come on. You can't tell me you're seriously thinking there's no conflicting interest for Simon Barnett. I mean, let's say the CEO himself, Eric, told Simon everything that he needs to know, which actually may happen, by the way. New info has actually come to light. That actually may happen soon. Okay, that's another thing, though. I mean, even if there's irrefutable, even if we were to get like 5 million in revenue this quarter, and it's like just like everybody's using the Sapphire now. It's like, dude, this guy is still gonna say the same crap, and for the reason of he's got conflicting interests. Simple as it can get. Brandon, you should be the new Kathy Wood analyst. I don't know about that. We'll see if I'm right. Right? BNGO is my whole destiny and legacy is just pinned on BNGO's shoulder. Right? We'll see how it does. Okay, I've got nothing. These returns are absolutely nothing like Kathy Wood's. Right? So. We'll see 5 years from now who's right, me or Simon Barnett. We'll see. I'll tell you what, I've definitely got more risk on the table than Simon Barnett. Tell you what. Well, I guess that's debatable based on what metric you go on, I guess. And what that means, I have more risk, that means I'm more confident. Because if I'm willing to put more risk in, that means, and at least, I guess if you're YOLOing, I guess that could be, if you're gambling on Wall Street bets, I guess you get more risk. But I've actually done, like, not sat down, but I've thought for weeks about if I'm willing to make BNGO the destiny of the channel for the next 5 years potentially, and I'm like, and I thought about that for weeks, and you can see what the answer was for me, and now we're here, right? My money is on you. I hope we're right. I think we are. Of course you know. Why am I saying that? You all know I think we are. Oh gosh, dang it. Oh man. All right, let's go back here. We got 10 minutes of the close here. 10 minutes of the close, baby. How do we lose viewers from that? Do you guys not like my Simon rant? We lost viewers from that. I'm sad. Can BNGO squeeze like Car V today? We're too great of a company for us not to make these MF short sellers pay for their nonsense. That's damn true. But it's going to depend. Here, it's going to depend on what happens as far as catalyst. Now, let me answer this. This is a great question, Emmanuel, my friend. Brandon, will you put more shares? Will you get more shares before earnings? That's an amazing question. And I mean, right at this point in time, I never saw myself getting over 2,000 shares like 2 weeks ago. I never saw us going down to 580 again. So the fact that we did, that puts a little bit of a wrench in my plan, my plan was to YOLO in on stream right before earnings comes out, like literally 5 minutes before the close, and just YOLO in because I think it's going to be awesome. Oh, God, it's going to be such a bad day. Earnings is going to be such a bad day if it's bad because I've hyped it up so much for good reason, but I'm still nervous, but I am very confident as well. Please make your own decisions, though, because predicting earnings, even with all the evidence that we have, it's still very hard to do. But that was my plan, and now I don't know. I'll still probably do the same thing. I'll still probably buy like a couple hundred shares maybe right before earnings and then sell them right after maybe if it's good and we go up like 20-30% if it's what I think it is. All right, there's plenty of possibilities. We could go down 30% on earnings, right? It could be shitty. I don't think that's it. It could be. I don't see. There's no way unless there's just sorcery being played, and there's like a spell on me, right? I'm sorry, I just watched The Witcher. That's why I'm saying this shit. But I'm always in a medieval kind of thinking, but unless there's like some sorcery that's going on here, dude. There's no way that we're not at least matching the estimate. There's no way. There's not a chance. I mean, there's too many sapphires that have been sold. There's no chance, in my opinion. Do you sell cover calls? No, I'm not really an options guy. No. I mean, the only option strategy I do is long-term leaps that are in the money. That's all. That's all I can do. I'm not an options guru whatsoever. New article posted on OGM. I can't post a link. It's too long. Well, why don't you email me or post it to Discord, my friend? New article? I saw one of the recent ones yesterday. I saw a Genome Web article yesterday. Tell me if you send me the link. There is a ton of news today that we're going to go over, and there is a very interesting consumable revenue conspiracy of mine. It's not really a conspiracy. It's just a conclusion based on irrefutable pieces of evidence, right? Indefeasible evidence, right? Eviscerating the bears, right? That I'll go over that in a second here. So. All right. Oh, yeah, Jay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's actually why I'm holding all my shares. If Simon does agree to debate, what will you ask him? I will ask him exactly what I asked him last time, which is two things, actually. I'll ask him what he thinks based on all the evidence that I've put together, and I've put it together pretty well, I think. I mean, you guys tell me if you can put it together, if there's more links and evidence that I haven't found. I think I found it all, or at least almost all of it. I mean, I think I found all of the legal information out there. That we can talk about here. So I'll present him all the documents for NanoNozzle and ask him if he thinks that Bionano, if he really still thinks Bionano hasn't been working on sequencing capabilities through the nanopores adding to the nanochannels. And that sounds really complicated. It's really not, okay? But it's just a quote from the CEO. That's how I know this. And you can find it. I've already linked it. I've already made videos on it. And I think based on his answer to that, we'll know if he really is trying to be objective or if he's just insane and then trying to save his buddies at Pat Bio and trying to appease his conflicting interests, right? I don't know. What if Simon is Robbie Smith? Oh man. Well, and then I'll also ask him about the future Sapphire innovations. Like, do you know that single base pairs is what the CEO said the NanoNozzle might be able to do? Like, I mean, do you know that we're not going to only be an optical genome mapping company, but we're going to be doing everything that Pat Bio currently dodoes, and we're going to be trading at like a fraction of the market cap? Like, does that not scare you if you're a Pat Bio shareholder? Is it not scary that we're getting 14-fold increase in throughput in 2 years max? What about the cost per genome decreasing by like a fourth? It's going to be a fourth of what it is now. It's like, does this stuff not scare you about being a Pat Bio holder? I don't know what the hell he's doing. But hey, I could be missing something. I could be way wrong. We'll see how this channel ages. You know, obviously, we're gonna see how we age. You know, I'm probably the most upfront YouTuber there is. It's just telling everybody, hey, this company this is what I think, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, we're all we're all gonna make a lot of money. But I don't really know where I was going with it for that one. But yeah. Simon is so annoying. Try to educate him with data, and he disappears and reappears like a wild Robbie. I know, it's exactly true. Isn't Simon the guy that rode dead inside away from his interest in BNGO and stopped talking about it? Yeah, I think it is. I've heard so. I thought Brendan told me about that just a couple hours ago, and he was telling me about 12,000 shares was bought at the ask right there, by the way, and we go down. I'm not even gonna start the complaining. It's fine, but if we go down, I don't care. It's long term. I'm not even gonna get mad. I've gotten mad enough, right? I'm already mad enough. But what was I saying? Yes, Dead Inside was maybe going to. I don't know if does anybody know if Dead Inside is still bullish on BNGO? I have no idea. Somebody, you tell me, please. Somebody tell me. But Simon is not fair. That's my conclusion. Has Simon ever said anything bullish about BNGO? I don't know what the hell all he says is that yeah, it maybe could do something good, but I hate it. It's like, okay, I don't know. Maybe Simon's scrutinizing your DD right now, and then ARK buys BNGO soon. I know that's what I was actually speculating on. Now I don't want to be the guy that's saying ARK invest, it's time, baby. Right? There's been so many YouTubers. I mean, some people say I'm one of those. Even okay, so people call me the short squeeze shiller. Right? Actually, I don't know if they call me that, but that's what they mean. They call me the ARK Invest, going off ARK Invest. The fact is, I sent him the links and I sent him the documents, the name of the documents. Hopefully, he's looking them over. Last reveal, Dead still had some BNGO. Sweet. How much? Did he show his portfolio? No. Actually, I think he does, but does he show how many shares? And he only does it like once a freaking month. Like, geez, is that shady or what? Man? In my opinion, it is, right? I mean, if you don't have, I mean, if you're a normal person like we are, you don't have anything to hide in your portfolio. Like, why are you hiding it? Like, I don't know. Hi, Brandon. I think that ARK doesn't matter now. The next earnings will be important for BNGO. I agree. I don't think ARK matters very much at all. I mean, it does, obviously, it does matter a ton. I mean, it just depends on if they invest. Obviously, it's gonna matter a ton. But do we need them? Hell no. We can go up to 50. We can go up to $20 to $30 this year. Bull case if NanoNozzle came out and we start getting a huge revenue, like $10 million a quarter. Okay, it's over. We're going to $20 a share. It's done. We don't need ARK. Absolutely not. I hope you don't mistake me talking with Simon and talking about ARK potentially investing. I hope no one thinks that's just me inherently saying we need ARK. No, I never said that anything like that. Although it's fine. Make your opinions. All right. I will search for this video. Okay, thank you, Magic Arrow. You're awesome. Magic Arrow, you're a legend. You've done good due diligence for us before, haven't you? I remember you on the Discord. What would you do if you found out Simon had put some BNGO? Would you expose? Would you expose? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I mean, we all know he's bearish on BNGO. It's not like something that's a conspiracy at this point. Everybody knows he's bearish on it. That's why he probably brokered the deal between PatBio and Invitae to directly compete with BNGO. He won't admit he was wrong about BNGO, so he created competition. I know. It's like Simon has started so many events that he didn't plan on happening, and it's all because he's just too stubborn to admit that he was wrong on BNGO, I guess. But it's what we don't need him. Okay, we're still at the end of the day. It would take something from my point of view. This is just me. I could be way wrong. We'll see how this channel ages a year from now. We'll see if this channel is still around, right? I hope it is. I very much think it will be. I very much think BNGO will be doing good things. But unless something crazy happens, the Sapphire is the best in the world at what he does, and Simon can't change that, right? So the only thing Simon can do is shoot the CEO in the head, right? CEO gets shot in the head, or he blows up the headquarters. That's the only thing he can do. It's not, whatever he does, he can suppress this price from retail investors and try to spread the FUD. At the end of the day, the sales is what matters. And you've seen in the last two earnings reports, you've seen in the analyst projections and the discounted cash flow models, and in the recent Sapphire adoptions, like the insane amount that we've got in quarter two, everything's making sense. That everything looks good. Everything looks good for the Sapphire sales. Yeah, it's power. Yeah, power minute. Yeah, power minute. Yeah, last minute right here. We got about 50 seconds here. 14K buy. I'm not seeing that. Whatever. It's only 114K buy, right? Doesn't move the price anyway, right? It takes 50,000 to move us up 1 cent anyway, right? Yes, if you are, yeah. Now this is a quick plug. Feel free to click off, right? Don't kill me, don't kill me. But if you were to help this channel out in any way, right, whatever the hell you want to do, right, support the algorithm, whatever, help YouTube's mysterious ways, right? All the money that we get from this channel is going straight back into BNGO. I'll YOLO it live. I added what 500, 300, 400 shares this week and last week combined. Okay, also, the more people that see this channel, the more people that see that I'm bullish on BNGO, and the more people that see the nano nozzle evidence and all this stuff, right? It's a win-win. It's mutually beneficial if this channel does well if you're a BNGO shareholder. Simple as it gets. All right, let's see if it's buys or sells at the close. Let's see here. And we've got neutral. We've got white orders. Very weird. Very interesting. Okay. So, all right, here we go. We got a beautiful day. Awesome. All right, so to recap the day, I want to recap the news and I want to recap the price. I'm going to recap the price action first. Give me a second. Give me 1 second to recap this price action, then you can go. Okay? Consolidation after the run up today is what we got. And what does this mean, Brandon? It's bullish because consolidation after a run up, after the prior move was bullish, it's bullish. And the reason is because we're cooling down, giving people a chance to digest this and giving the indicators a chance to cool down, getting ready for the next move high, right? Simple as it gets. Now, we are going to obviously need a confirmed breakout of this descending resistance. We closed below that today, but we're closing fine. All right, now talking about what happened news-wise today. Now, the most important thing, there's a couple important things today. I would probably say the most important thing, we kind of already knew about this stuff. I guess this one is new. I would say the most important thing is this. My consumable conspiracy theory here. So I'll talk about this more in the video tonight, but what I want to say is that we have a new listing today. This is 10 years ago, and it's a manufacturing associate. It's like, okay, Brandon, what's so special about this? They're just hiring a new manufacturing associate for their headquarters in San Diego, right? What are you talking about here? Well, if you read down here, if you go to responsibilities, right, what do we got, Brandon? What do we got? We got production of consumables. That's their primary duty and responsibility, following the manufacturing, yada, yada. Okay, production of consumables. They're hiring somebody that is trying to produce more consumables. Now, if you pair this with the recent news that we got yesterday and the two or three studies that we got yesterday, there were like 85 samples and 52 samples used in one and using this one and that one. Okay, that's a lot of consumable revenue. Now, if you look right here at this article right here, and this was last week, we know that the last 15 installments of Sapphires were clinically driven and command higher sample volume. If you pair all this stuff together, basically ape language you haven't figured out yet, they're hiring somebody for more for consumable manufacturing because there's more consumable demand, or at the very least they're anticipating more consumable demand, right? So this is good for quarter two because or at least quarter three at the very latest, because if we're getting more consumable sales and more production and there's more demand, we need more supply to meet the demand and meet the sales and meet the freaking samples. The samples going insane, right? Clinically driven last 15 Sapphire installments, like this article freaking says. Last week that article was, it's more consumable revenue. And if we were to get more than the 700K estimation, that's my personal estimation for quarter two for consumable revenue, the estimates are done. Okay, I mean, it's a game over. Even if the Sapphire sales are not that good, like let's say we were to get 1 to 1.5 million consumable revenue, it's over. I mean, there's nothing else you can do. There's nothing else you can say. Even if we were to only sell like 12 Sapphires or 10 even, right? It probably is not going to matter. We're still going to match, if not beat, the expectations of 3.5 million revenue. Okay, so that's my conspiracy theory. Wow, we lost so many. I feel like that's pretty important. We lost about 1,000 viewers there. That's fine. Now, the other news today is Maxim Group sticking to their buy rating for BNGO. Whatever. I don't really give a shit about that. Do you? I mean, it's whatever. It's not big news whatsoever. We also, it looks like we got a new filing today. I'm just now seeing this. We got a new institution adding. What the hell? Okay, this is not a new position, but the shares change percentage is 0. Okay, well, anyways, they have 400 shares now at an average price of 5. Okay, and we also have this tweet right here by this doctor right here, and he's just saying there's a combination, there's an assay or there's a combination of OGM and hi-fi that help define a variant type and insertion, a transposon insertion. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. That standard assays miss. So that's good to see. And then if we go to their Twitter, I mean, that's pretty much all the news today. Yeah, and the Simon Barnett thing. Me and Simon Barnett going back and forth. That's probably the news. And the price action was actually really interesting today. So that's probably the news. That's probably the biggest. I think, if I'm not forgetting, am I forgetting something? You tell me if I'm forgetting something. Oh, yeah, and the short interest, right. Yes, the short interest as well. Full version of yesterday's article if anyone wants to read. Oh, yes. Okay, good. Good. I'll give that a skim at least. Good. And the short interest is the same. Okay, so with that being said, that's pretty much the news for today. All right, feel free to ask the questions, right? The Simon Barnett questions, roasting Simon Barnett memes. I love those. Are my favorite, right? Especially in the Discord. Anyone want to do some Simon Barnett roasting memes? That'd be funny. No disrespect to Simon, but okay. When you go bearish on a company like BNGO, that's literally just, I mean, this. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started. Okay, we already did that rant. But yeah, last my questions, and if I'm forgetting something, then we're gonna get out of here. All right, thank y'all so much, man. Brandon, heads up. If we are red tomorrow, I will come here and ruin everyone's day. If we are green, it's all sunshine and rainbows. You know how it is. What the hell? If you what? Don't do that, my friend. No, remember, whatever we do short term, even today, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this doesn't matter. What does matter is how many SAVRs are being sold. That's it. Okay. At Bio Rat, BNGO Chad. Yeah. I'm in at 5K once again. Nice. Added 800 shares today. Hell yeah, crazy cat. Hell yeah. Pat Bio is slowly dying. Funeral by 2028. All I know, I don't know if Pat Bio is going to go bankrupt. I don't know about that. I don't know if they're going to die. But what I will say is that our CEO, I trust our CEO very much. What did Pat Bio end the day at? Let's see what they ended the day at. They were down 2%. Okay, so yeah, these guys, our CEO hates Pat Bio. And I don't know if that's just because he's biased and he just doesn't want anyone to know that they're actually got a legit product, or I don't know if that's because the science behind it, and which is true, that these guys don't do anything close to what Bionano does in what they do, which is greater than 500 base pairs. So that's why I don't really trust Pat Bio. Anyways, all right, so yeah, let me read some other stuff. Why are you against Pat Bio? They all drive more innovations. Well, I'm not necessarily against them. I just know the CEO hates them. What do you think the shorts will do in August? I think they're going to cover based on. I think what's going to happen is this: Q2 earnings is going to come out along with this right here, the CEO talking next week. I think those things are going to come out and force the shorts to cover and start. I don't know if it's going to be a squeeze. I mean, it certainly could, but it's definitely going to trigger like $8 a share, $7 a share easily, if not $10 a share in bull case. I'm very bullish for the next few months, but I'm probably more bold and more bullish right now than I've ever put out and said online and to everybody, right? And that's for good reason. It's because we've never got this amount of good news. We've never had the amount of evidence that we have that the nano nozzle is in the works, that business expansion is proven, that the SAVR sales are way higher and likely to bring that Q2 estimate decimation. Oxford and BNGO bullying Pat Bio. What is your end of August price target if earnings are $5 million? $10. $10. If we get $5 million in revenue for Q2, it's over. It's over. We're going to $10 or higher probably. Maybe a little bit less, but yeah, if we get $5 million, it's over. In my opinion, it's over. Yep, simple as it gets. The Bears, there's nowhere else for the Bears to run if we get a beat by that. I mean, that would be close to 300% year-over-year growth. That would be annihilating the estimates. The Bears have nowhere to run after that if that's what's going to happen. All right, let me read some other stuff here. Pat Bio got murdered. 10x Illumina. 10x and Illumina. I'm nervously sweating. Yeah. All right. Pat Bio is like the Palm Pilot and BNGO is the iPhone. I think both companies will do great in 5 years. They definitely could. Did a lot of shorts cover today? No, they didn't. The shorts did not cover, and this is why I don't like the Fintel data very much, because the shorts are basically the same. They didn't cover very much at all. No. Anyone who supports Pat Bio are enemies. Yeah, it's war against all the Pat Bio people. Yeah, it's war. You're getting put in timeout if you like Pat Bio. No, I'm kidding. All right, with that being said, let's get out of here, though, man. Let's get out of here. It was a great day, man. We closed the day up 4%. It's a beautiful day. I mean, I wouldn't say we got groundbreaking news today, but we got good news. We got a new listing. We got a new analyst group, which I think this is probably the least significant news there is today, but other people freak out about this, so I got to cover it. Analyst group reiterating their $10 price target, along with another doctor putting out some more good stuff for BNGO. And he just said this stuff today. So you like to see it. And that is all the news that we got today. And the short interest is the same. And obviously the price action is amazing. Okay, we're up 4%. All right. Any reason why it dropped till U.S. market opens? Well, no one knows for sure, but the jobless claims is maybe a reason why, and there's a lot of fear going on. What the hell is going on after hours with microvision and the internet dimension? What the heck? I want to stay. Hold on. If they're going to go up a little bit after hours, I want to see what BNGO does here in a second. Let's see. Let's see what we do here. Let me go back to the charts here. Because remember, these guys, we move exactly with microvision and the internet dimension most of the time. Like, exactly with them. How are we looking tomorrow, Brandon? How are we looking for tomorrow? Well, I would say short term, based on this, we're looking very good. But it's going to depend largely on high growth. And I'm going to talk more about this in tonight's video. That's what tonight's video is going to be for. Check Discord, please. 3 months old. Oh, yeah, I already talked about that. Yeah, 400 shares. Yeah, we have a new filing. Yeah, we have 400. Yeah, we just talked about this, and I talked about it for about 2 seconds because it's literally 400 shares. And I think this is actually another glitch for Fintel because you can see this is not a green or red position, so this is not a new position yet. There's no value change percentage, which this is what there should be if it's a this is what it should be, unless it's like a correction. There should be some of this, right? Usually when you see the black positions, they're adding or selling shares. That's why this filing exists in the first place. And this could be, so anyways, it doesn't matter anyways because it's only 400 shares, so. All right. PatBio does their own thing, but we'll compete with BNGO. BNGO needs to get their nanoanalyzer working. I agree. The data never lies. I wasn't worried. I knew that 660 was coming. Did you? You didn't know for sure. Any idea how many labs still use fish microarray or karyotyping? That is what I've been trying to find out for months, and I have never found anything good on that. Essentially, unless it's somebody that's like, I mean, you guys tell me, does anyone work very closely in the field with of greater than 500 base pair detection, like literally work in there or know someone that works in there that knows that that actually work in the labs that are buying this stuff? I have tried to look it up. I've tried to ask around. I've tried to find the company stuff. No one knows how many labs are still out there using the bad methods. And that would be a great number to know of because, well, there's a couple of different conclusions you can make based on whatever that number is. But I would guess, and it's my thinking that there's a lot of labs out there that have not yet switched to Sapphire that are going to because of the fact that they're still using those other crappy methods. What the heck is this after hours price action? What? Manipulation, anybody? AMC did the exact same thing almost right after the close. We just dumped way down. Manipulation, baby. All right, let's get out of here. My target was 650, almost got it. 92% chance, 669 incoming. 669, hey. 669. I can see it, but it largely just depends on what high growth does, in my opinion. That's essentially what it is. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, man. All right, Martin. Thank you, my friend. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I added 30 shares today at 592. Man, I wish I could add again at 592. Right, that'd be nice. Be up 10% already. Wish I added a couple hundred, but anyways, yeah, there we go, man. My target was 650. Almost got it. Yeah, you actually did get it. Yeah. Yeah. We literally are at 653 right now. Yeah. I let that slip over my head too. See you tomorrow, bro. All right, Sharon. Thank you so much, my friend. It's great seeing you again, Sharon. I haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Well, I have, but I don't. Yeah, no, I saw you earlier today for sure. But is an average of 632 okay? Yes. Of course it's okay. Yes, it's great. That's a great long-term average. Yes, if you're in the green right now, you can't complain. You can't complain. That's barely better. That's barely worse than my average. My friend, my average is 590, 592. You think I'm panicking on this shit? All right, no. Not at all, but I do have buying power just in case the market crashes, all right? So you need to understand the risks and the Sapphire and the tech, everything, okay? So, all right, with that being said, thank y'all so much. Here's a portfolio showcase. This is not financial advice. I will see y'all in the next one.